Now it's time for the dart review you've all been waiting for. I was able to get my hands on the Elysian Archetype 43 darts from Target Darts. These were released about a week ago. Only 300 sets were produced in the entire world, and we have one of them right here. So let's take a look. First thing to note, comes in this huge Archetype box. Says Archetype Elysian Archetype 43, orange in the center, Target Darts logo. No other darts I've ever gotten came in anything like this. So let's take a look. We have right off the bat, it looks like packets here. Gonna take a look. It's description of the darts, intro into their creation. Looks like some inspiration, some artwork. Very interesting. I am going to look through this on my own separately. If you guys have questions about what came in the artwork packet, let me know in the comments. I can address some of that there, but I am just too excited to get to the actual darts, so we'll take a look at that another time. There we are. The Elysian Archetype 43. So if we look at, first thing I'm going to take a look at here is the stand it comes with. You'll see on the top of the stand, if I get it in view, target 109 out of 300. So there's only 300 sets made. I got set 109. These are 24-gram steel tip darts. They are 95% tungsten. The set you see comes with, like I said, the stand. We have a custom Swiss point key with the same similar geometric patterns to the darts themselves. And now let's look at the darts. So just taking one out, they're a good length. 24 grams is a little heavier than what I throw, but still a pretty similar dart. We're going to look at the three different components. We have the K-Flex, the barrel, and the point. First up, let's take a look at that point, if we can get it into focus. There we go. So we see this is a new Swiss point. It's specifically designed for the Elysian model, or the Elysian Archetype model. I don't know if they'll ever be available outside of the Elysian Archetype darts, but we'll see. Moving down, we see the very unique barrel. It's got the geometric kind of, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a very geometric pattern, I guess. The Target Darts has said the concept for the Archetype darts was danger. The harsh angles and sharp lines are supposed to give kind of a danger feel to the dart. And then moving down to the end, we have the new Target K-Flex Shift Flights. So what's unique about these is they're your standard K-Flex, but they also spin. So like a spinning K-Flex. First thoughts on the dart. It's not the prettiest dart in the world. Personally, I think the Phil Taylor GX2s are nicer looking, but it's definitely very unique. You're not going to see another dart like this anywhere else. The feel to it, actually, the way I grip the dart, sets up pretty well. There's kind of a groove here where one of my fingers can go in, and almost like a scallop on the back where you can hold it just the way that geometric pattern works. I thought, looking at these, that they're going to be really slick. The tungsten barrel itself doesn't have any kind of milling or grooves or radial pattern on it that gives it grip. All the grip comes from that geometric pattern shape, and it's actually a lot grippier than I thought it would be. Darts like the Gurin Price or the Luke Humphreys darts are significantly more slick despite having some radial grooves cut into them. The geometric pattern on this does a great job at giving it some decent grip. Now onto the really interesting part, we have the intermediate length K-Flex Shift. So this is a new version, new advanced version of our classic K-Flex flight shaft system that we know about, that we are used to. in that it twists, it spins. So if you get a deflection, this will spin away and make it easier for your darts to get to the board, less bounce outs, things like that. What makes this unique is that Target claims they are impact only spinners. So I can tell from feeling this, it's a lot more solid, a lot grippier than your typical spinner. I have a L-style spinning dart here. You can see it spins very easily. The Target K-Flex spinners, Target K-Flex spinners are actually quite difficult to spin. Now, I will say I haven't used these long because they haven't been out long, and you're just seeing me open them now. So I don't know how long that stiffness will last. I want to point out that with the L styles I just have shown you, they were a lot stiffer in the beginning as well, and then after continued use and getting them to spin, it became looser and started spinning freely. Target says that won't happen. Time will tell. But overall, very nice dart. We got a set of 3, obviously, and they're very premium. I have trouble getting past the fact that the barrels don't show symmetry. They're kind of a random, haphazard pattern. They still fit the profile of a dart. And like I said, compared to what I thought, they feel very nice in the hand. So I guess the only next step to do with these guys is to test them out and see how they fly. Okay, so we're going to start with 6 darts at the bull. As I throw these, I can just think that these are really nice to throw. The weight's a little heavier than I'm used to at 24 grams, but the dart itself with that geometric pattern fits my grip really well. I would almost think about making these daily throwers or my regular darts if they weren't an $800 set. Here we go with a little closer grouping. We can see how the K-Flex shift kind of spins away to avoid deflections. That's the new technology that they have with these darts. I heard a rumor that those K-Flex shifts are going to be available for purchase outside of the Elysian darts around the holiday season. Can't promise that, though. So now we're throwing at the 2020. We see another tight grouping where we can see those K-Flex shift kind of spin again. Guys, these are really nice darts. I can't say go out and buy some because they are really expensive, but amazing product. I love them. One of my favorite darts I've reviewed so far.